Why is the United States accusing the Chinese consulate in Houston of spying? Tensions between the world's two largest economies have risen again this week. Subscribe to the channel and like. You will have fresh news on everything. Why is the United States accusing the Chinese consulate in Houston of spying? Tensions between the world's two largest economies rose again this week after the United States ordered the closure of the Chinese consulate in Houston, alleging it was a nest of Chinese spies trying to steal data from facilities in Texas. Experts and former diplomats say all diplomatic missions collect intelligence and states often turn a blind eye. U.S. officials said the Houston consulate's activity exceeded the limit of what was acceptable. Houston is an information hub due to its aerospace and pharmaceutical research facilities. In retaliation, China then ordered the United States to shut down its consulate in Chengdu, accusing its staff of interfering in its internal affairs. But espionage experts say intelligence gathering is a key part of what diplomatic missions do, and this often includes not only legal means, but also the use of spies to collect secret information. They do, we do. We just hope to catch them and we hope they don't catch us, said Anthony Glees, a security and intelligence expert and professor of politics at Buckingham University. To some extent, states have chosen to turn a blind eye to much of this activity because it is in their mutual interest to do so, Professor Glees told the ABC. The plethora of secrets revealed by Edward Snowden in 2014 included detailed information about how the United States uses its own diplomatic missions to spy on countries around the world, but no U.S. consulate has been closed as a result. But this accepted culture of espionage has its limits, and crossing this line can, though rarely, result in diplomatic expulsion. Here we look at past examples and explain why the Chinese consulate in Houston, one of 5 Chinese consulates in the United States, as well as the embassy in Washington, D.C., was chosen. Senior U.S. officials have said that Chinese diplomatic missions' espionage activities are happening across the country, but their activities outside the Houston consulate go far beyond what is acceptable. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo called the consulate a hub for espionage and theft of intellectual property, an allegation that China rejected as malicious slander. A senior State Department official has also linked the espionage activities of that consulate to China's research on a vaccine against the novel coronavirus. Professor Glees said Houston is currently an information hotspot due to its aerospace and pharmaceutical research facilities, especially amid the COVID-19 pandemic. I have no doubt that the Chinese in Houston were craving information. It is one of the few Chinese consulates, but, in terms of cutting-edge research, probably the best place, he told ABC. But Professor Glees then asked 2 important questions. Has China tried to do it secretly and therefore illegally? One might assume so, but it doesn't have to be so, he said. Are the US, UK, Australia doing the same? Of course. China's counter-initiative to close the U.S. consulate in Chengdu may also have been a choice based on strategic location. This is where the United States collects information about Tibet and China's development of strategic weapons in neighboring regions, said Wu Xinbo, professor and expert in American studies at Fudan University in Shanghai. The closing of consulates amid allegations of espionage is rare, but diplomats accused of espionage have been deported in the past. In 2018, 153 Russian diplomats were expelled by the UK and allied countries following the attempted poisoning of former Russian double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter in the UK town of Salisbury. Sergei Skripal and his daughter were poisoned in 2018, AP. Russia responded by expelling 23 British diplomats and ordered the closure of the British consulate in St. Petersburg and the British Consul office in Moscow. At the height of the Cold War, Britain expelled 25 Soviet diplomats after the defection of Oleg Gordievsky, a former KGB operations chief in London, who had appointed KGB staff operating at the Soviet embassy in London. In Canberra, the Soviet embassy was closed in 1954 when an intelligence officer based in the capital defected, offering to provide information on Soviet espionage activities against Australia and the West. The embassy reopened in 1959. While the expulsion of diplomats and, more importantly, the closure of an embassy is rare outside of war, Professor Glees has said that forced entry into another state's consulate was a no-no absolute. But shortly after the Houston consulate closed, a group of men who appeared to be U.S. officials were seen forcing a back door to the building. After the men entered inside, 2 uniformed members of the U.S. State Department's Bureau of Diplomatic Security arrived to guard the door. China condemned the burglary, saying it violated both the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations and the Sino-US Consular Treaty. U.S. action right now is almost certainly illegal, Professor Glees said. But they'll get away with it because Trump is re-elected and having a trial in China right now makes political sense even though there's no particular reason, to be honest.